Hello there, Sera from 17 once again, introducing you to my Gears of War 3 Raam's Shadow DLC Insane Difficulty video walkthrough. This is the final boss of the DLC in Kryllstorm. This is the first round of fighting Raam. And before you can kick off the fight with him, you have to get towards the orphanage. And there's a couple of normal locusts that are going to be sitting up on that elevated position. And you just want to push forward and kill them as quick as you can. The Retro Lancer is a fantastic weapon, and it really slays dudes, and it's going to be super effective against Raam. The first stage of this fight is very easy. It's not too challenging at all, and you'll notice I run around the outskirts of this environment trying to find some grenades or something, because I know there's going to be emergence holes turning up. Because in the second phase of the fight, every time you hurt Raam, an emergence hole opens up, and it opens up in a different place, and it limits where you're able to go. Because the enemies kill you so fast on Insane, you want to be nowhere near them, because you can't focus on them and focus on Raam at the same time. It doesn't work that way. But the first encounter, anyhow, when he shines the laser at you from the Reaver to tell you he's going to fire ink, you want to get ready to shoot him. As soon as you see that green tint disappear, it means he will take damage. If you've got an active, that will help. And all you want to do is strafe and shoot him. Watch where the projectiles are coming and try and move away from them. Because if you get stuck in the ink, the Kryll will kill you. And sometimes you'll get super unlucky where he'll do that little flinch where you can't move, and you'll get stuck in the ink and you'll just die. And you'll be all the way back to the start. And what will happen is, once you hurt him enough, he will fly around and he'll try shooting you from flying around, and I think some emergence holes will turn up. Yeah, E-holes will pop up, and you've got to do this 3 times. You've got to do the Magic Mario rule of thumb 3 times to do this phase, and you'll hit a checkpoint. And as I've mentioned, I do not have anything to close the emergence holes with right now, so I don't even mess about with them. I completely ignore the enemies. If I see one close enough to me, I'll shoot him a little bit, but I'm not going out of my way to hit the enemies. I'm just going to focus on Raam, because I know, and I know through experience, that if I take Raam out fast, the enemies don't have a chance to be big enough of a nuisance. And I use this little side of the stairs and that undercarriage to survive this area. So I pick him off now. You'll notice he's firing at my team. That one was fired at me. So I move over here, and if you look behind you, anywhere near that smoke, the Kryll will attack you. You want to be super careful. And just keep popping out, getting into cover when you can to get away from the Kryll. When it dissipates, like that one has, I can now use this corner to shoot him. I know as soon as he fires, this corner's off limits, because it's just going to be too dark, and then I can move to the other one now that that's dissipated. And you just want to rinse and repeat for this phase. Wait for it to come down, hit him with your active, move. Oh god. That is why you want to get away from that smoke as quick as you can, because those Kryll mean business. And then right now I can't see any enemies on this side, which means I can push out a little bit, which gives me more flexibility to flank and to strafe when I'm shooting him. This children's slide to my right is actually really good at shooting him and not getting hit by the Kryll, because he can't aim through it all that well sometimes, but every so often he'll completely screw you and he'll completely break that rule. But it's something worth using in co-op, because a friend of mine used it to really good effect when we were playing. So now he's flown away for the second time. That means 2 emergence holes are turning up. There's still the enemies from the first one, because I've not messed around with them, and now there's going to be a bunch of them from the other area. I'm not too sure where these emergence holes turn up. I think they're to the right on that open courtyard. As long as they're nowhere near where you are, you should be safe. But this is insane. The enemies do have really good accuracy, really high damage, and if they start shooting you, you need to hide. You can use the Retro Lancer to shoot Raam in this stage, and it'll probably be quicker. The only problem is you have to tap and feather the trigger, or you're not going to get any shots on target. And for me personally, I prefer to use the normal Lancer for this section. It just seems to make more sense. If you've got a sniper rifle or a torque bow, this could be really quick. I don't, so thus I'm going to be doing it with weapons that you can pretty much guarantee yourself to have. So hopefully it will help the most people, even though chances are you're probably on normal and didn't even realise this was a boss fight. But keep on dodging the Kryll, keep on dodging the ink, keep on shooting him when his shield goes down. He will take less damage on lower difficulties. It's just because it's on Insane that he's taking such a pounding. And this strategy, if you're struggling on the other ones, will work. But hopefully you shouldn't have trouble with those ones. This one is a bit of a bitch. The second phase of the fight is the real challenge. This phase is just kind of long. It's more long than it is difficult. And that means that he's done for the first side. That means he'll come down on the ground. Now he's on the ground, this sparks your first checkpoint and the next section of the fight. So I'll see you in that video, guys. It is much more difficult than the one we've just done. And yeah, good luck. You take care now.